Can undocumented Latino parents claim the child tax credit for their children? Breaking news for families navigating tax season. A pressing question many are asking is whether undocumented Latino parents can claim the child tax credit for their children. As tax deadlines approach, understanding eligibility for this important financial support is vital. The child tax credit is designed to help families offset the costs of raising children. However, there are specific requirements that must be met. First, to claim the credit, the taxpayer needs a valid Social Security number or individual taxpayer identification number for themselves and their children. This can be a significant barrier for undocumented parents. For undocumented Latino parents, if they do not have a valid individual taxpayer identification number, claiming the child tax credit becomes challenging. However, some undocumented parents may file taxes using an individual taxpayer identification number if they have one. In this case, their children must also have a valid Social Security number or individual taxpayer identification number to qualify for the credit. Children born in the United States typically receive a Social Security number, which can be used for tax purposes. This means that if the child has a Social Security number, the undocumented parent may be able to claim the credit. Recent discussions in Congress have focused on immigration and tax policies, but these do not change the basic eligibility criteria for the child tax credit. For now, undocumented parents face hurdles in obtaining the necessary identification numbers that allow them to claim this credit. Income limits also play a role in eligibility for the child tax credit. The credit phases out at specific income levels, which vary based on filing status. This means that even if an undocumented parent has the necessary identification, their income must fall within the required limits to receive the credit. In summary, undocumented Latino parents can claim the child tax credit if they have a valid individual taxpayer identification number and their children have a Social Security number or individual taxpayer identification number. However, the lack of legal status can create barriers to obtaining these necessary identification numbers. As tax season progresses, staying informed about these requirements is essential for families seeking to maximize their financial support.